stands one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, we have all board members present, but we're going to start this evening with swearing in our May 2026 newly elected board members, Misty Ingram King and Denny Nelson, who are incumbents, and also Betsy Wells, who is joining the board. So we will start with that swearing in ceremony.
We're going to ask Miss Lisa Chansey to come and do those honors.
Fabulous. Please go with Denny first.
Okay.
We get photos.
Yes.
Photos.
I will get up. I will be
I never know. It's gonna get stay that way.
Let me get my lens.
That's what I think.
I didn't need yours tonight,
Let's go right.
Oh, okay.
So, fun fact, at the last meeting for your, yeah, I forgot it.
Right.
His last is Amy and Rachel.
Wait, you talk really loud.
Oh, sorry.
That's fine.
I, Denver Nelson,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of West Virginia,
and the Constitution of the State of West Virginia,
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
as a member of the Board of Education of Ritchie County, West Virginia,
as member of the Board of Education of Ritchie County, West Virginia,
to the best of my skill and judgment,
to the best of my skill and judgment.
so help me God.
So help me God. Lisa and I, we've been around a long time together, so thank you, Lisa.
All right, you want to do it again? Michael's not, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding, we heard you.
Okay.
Yeah, very well.
Okay. All right, Misty.
Misty.
Okay. You're up. I don't remember reading. Yes, you have to take an oath of office. I know, but I don't remember.
Oh, wait a minute.
I try not to figure out how to break that up so it wasn't touch it.
Oh, nice, Mr. Nelson.
Yes.
All right, this is on this one.
Okay. Good. Right, right there.
Okay.
I, Misty Ingram King,
Mr. Ingram King,
do solemnly swear
solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of West Virginia,
and the Constitution of the State of West Virginia,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
that I will faithfully discharge the duties
as member of the Board of Education of Ritchie County, West Virginia,
as a member of the Board of Education of Ritchie County, West Virginia,
to the best of my skill and judgment.
to the best of my skill and judgment.
So help me God.
Okay, I'll take that one. If you want to sit in front of your name, so you can sign by your.
Or can we get out there for her name, don't we?
I don't have a name. She's gonna.
You're gonna sit there and
I'm just
sign.
still gonna sit here?
Yeah, put us under the sign.
Okay, which one would I sign?
This one, both of them, Teresa left. Directions, please
Okay.
have them sign both.
Okay, am I ready? Smile while you sign. There you go. I'm thinking. It's a good.
I think that's my
It was a hard day.
Now Betsy has a teacher voice, so we good.
That's right. In small voice.
In small
She
voice.
gets that part.
I, Betsy Wells,
I, Betsy Wells,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of West Virginia,
and the Constitution of the State of West Virginia,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
as member of the Board of Education of Ritchie County, West Virginia,
as member of the Board of Education of Ritchie County, West Virginia,
to the best of my skill and judgment.
to the best of my skill and judgment.
So help me God.
So help me God.
You don't have a
Oh, no.
come?
Oh.
Ritchie and Misty
Yeah,
over there
actually,
too.
all three.
All three
Misty,
of them.
Oh, okay.
Is it okay? if I
Okay.
put these in?
And
You
here.
have
Yeah.
group setting, group
Yeah.
photo.
Group
Okay.
photo. You wanna sit here? You want my chairs? You wanna
Okay,
sit?
I'll get out to the left.
I'm gonna stand with you.
I'm gonna stand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on.
There we go.
I don't like this camera, it's older than me, it's most
Yay.
Girls.
Do we want a picture of Jason, all, everybody together?
We'll get one of those next week.
We can go into next one, yeah.
I'll let Erica know.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Yes,
asking.
thanks. Who's this one?
It was only
And hair can go up.
All right, we have sworn in our new board members, so everybody welcome. And next, do we have a motion for the board president to serve for a 2-year term? Mr. Nelson.
I make a motion for Troy Jackson to be our board president again.
Seconded. All right, Mr. Nelson has seconded and Mrs. Keen has, no, Mr. Nelson has made a motion and Mrs. Keen has seconded for me to continue to serve as the board president. So, all in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. And next, we have election of the Board of Education Vice President. Mr. Nelson, do you have a motion?
I make a motion for Misty King to be our vice president.
Is there a second? Mrs. Wells will second. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Next, we have the appointment of special committee representatives per policy 1010. And last year, our committee appointments were Mid-Ohio Valley Technical Institute was Ryan Reed. The West Virginia Extension Committee was Jason Paul. The Library Committee was Misty Ingram King. The Health and Wellness Center Committee was Denver Nelson. And the Audit and Procurement Committee was myself. Jason has said that he would be willing to take the mob time council. So if that's okay with everyone, and then that would open up the extension committee, so
I'll
that
take that one.
Steve would take the extension committee, and then we can keep the rest as they were. So Misty will stay with the library, and Denny will stay with health and wellness, and I will keep audit, unless anybody really wants audit. Sure?
Going once.
Well, let's go twice, you guys give me all the fun things. All right, do we have a motion for those 26, 27 committee appointments? Mrs. Wells makes the motion, and Mrs. King will second. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passes, and the time is 6:08 PM. Do we have a motion to adjourn our statutory meeting? Mrs. King makes the motion, and Mrs. Wells will second. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Now we will call to order the regular meeting of the Ritchie County Board of Education. We will not do the pledge because we just did it at the last meeting, and our roll call is the same. Do we have any agenda items to table or remove?
We do. We have 4 that deal with personnel. One is I-2, and that is for, we have no resignations after publication. 13, or I-3F and I-3G and I-3I are all employment, and they are indicated on your agenda with strike-throughs. And then KA, we do not have any supplements this time. And I ask that you then approve the agenda as stated.
All right, do we have a motion to approve the agenda as noted? Mr. Nelson makes the motion, and Mrs. King will second. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Now we have the minutes from our regular meeting on June 22nd. Do we have a motion for approval of the minutes? Mrs. King will make the motion, Mr. Nelson will second. Is there any discussion? If not, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. We have no delegations tonight. So next is the superintendent's report and academic updates.
I really don't have a lot to cover today, other than we did begin our outdoor recreation camp. And at our outdoor recreation camp today, we had between 120 and 125 students. It was an exciting day. And I think the best statement was Kelsey Wagner, who is the camp director. She said, best first day ever. And she has been at that camp for many years. She said, since we started, actually, as the person running it. And she said from the bus drivers to the cooks to all the employees, it just went very well. And we were fortunate this year that we had letters out to parents before school ended of when the buses would be picked up, that their kids were in camp. We had the menus, of course, ready for camp by after Christmas. So we did a lot of pre-planning, so it actually paid off that all of that was in place. So we appreciate the hard work of the transportation, food service, as well as our instructors. And of course, Kelsey for the hard work that she does as well. And other than that, that's all I have today.
All right, fabulous. Next, we have the consent agenda.
In the consent agenda, we have some in-county transfers, non-resident student transfers, Ritchie County Middle School, we're moving forward to next school year, but all of our off-site possibilities for practices and events, and then to approve our camp this week, retroactive, which will also include outdoor, Caro Outdoors, North Bend Outfitters, and North Bend State Park. I ask that you approve those consent items.
Here, we have a request to approve the consent items as stipulated on record. We have a motion for approval. Mr. Nelson makes the motion, Mrs. Wells will second. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Thank you.
Next, we have resignations, and we only have one.
We do Matthew Taylor as a multi-cat teacher at Harrisville Elementary, effective June 30th. I'd like, ask that you approve that resignation.
Do we have a motion for approval? Mrs. Wells will make the motion, Mrs. King will second. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Next, we have employments.
Under employment, we have A is an FMLA, and then we have 3 substitute teachers, which are B, C, and D, Brad Wilt, Morgan Spencer, and Vanessa Patton. We have a math teacher, Jennifer Johnson, for the middle school. Joey Carmichael is already at Harrisville in a very similar position. He's just moving, transferring within that building to another position. Joey Carmichael is the 5th grade transition camp teacher. He actually was in that role last year. Thomas Knotts will be a substitute athletic trainer for us in the case that we will need one. As you know, we've gone through with the local hospital, and we have an athletic trainer, but just in case, because if you don't have one, you can't have sporting event. And so Thomas has agreed to do that. And then we have some non-paid assistants. Cole Wagaman, he is returning. He worked last year with the middle school football. Kim Delancey, as you all know, worked with the high school volleyball last year. Marcia Knight is listed here with 2 programs. She will do some activities. As you know, she coached volleyball in a previous life, and she will go back and work on certain skills with the girls. And she also will be an assistant to work with the golf coach. So she's kind of going to split her time and do some, it also gives the golf coach someone that's a backup in case he can't be there. And so she has volunteered to do that this year. So I ask that you approve those items as listed in employment. Transfers and retentions.
All right. The superintendent is recommending that we approve the employments as stipulated on the record. Do we have a motion for approval? Mr. Hall, do you want to make that motion? Okay. Do we have a second? Mrs. King will second. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Next, we have payment of the bills in the amount of $857,154.23. Do we have a motion to pay the bills? Mrs. Wells will make the motion. Mrs. King will second. Is there any discussion? If not, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. And finally, financial requests.
Financial request. I ask that you approve transfers. There was only 1 transfer listed this evening. It was from Fund 11, and it was to transfer money into the area of RIM liability, and it had to do with the fact that there was an increase in that. Also, approve a request to terminate an agreement with Blue Ridge Telecom as per the contract that we had with them. As you note, the effective date for this is not till 2027 because you have to give them a lead time, and that makes us fulfill that contract with them, but it is one that as we evaluate it, we no longer need to have that. The next one is for US Omni and TSACG compliance services. They help as a third party to their administrators for employee plans. And then the last one is our agreement that we have with Sutler and Stoniker. They do some of our Gatsby as far as our, finance department goes. So I ask that you approve those as listed.
Alright, the superintendent is recommending that we approve the financial request as stipulated on the record. Do we have a motion for approval? Mr. Nelson makes the motion, Mrs. King will second. Is there any discussion? Not all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Do we have any requests for agenda items for the next board meeting?
I will bring, or provide the new members, the dates that we have. We have the new dates for the Mid-Ohio Valley Technical meetings, and
Okay.
since there's a new member, I will make sure that he gets a copy of those dates so that he is aware of them.
Alright, Mr. Hall, she will send those to you, so you can plan ahead.
What about the bus garage? Will we
Um,
be there?
We will notify you if we're able to do a ribbon cutting at the next meeting
Okay.
or not.
Or not.
Okay. Or
So,
not.
we don't know yet.
So
Okay.
currently with the addition of some concrete, our completion date is July 12th now. However, the roof is not going to be delivered until July 13th.
So probably not June 27th. Let's plan for
So we're,
July
we're
27th.
pushing, but it's still not there. You get a chance to look at it, I keep sending you pictures, it looks nice,
Yeah, yeah.
but we still aren't quite there yet.
Alright, and for any member committee reports, this as well as you did attend all of your pre-training.
I sure did.
Great.
I was there.
You learned how not to be a terrible board member.
I sure did.
Fabulous. How many hours did you get? Did you, 13?
Okay.
I can't remember, but
I
it's
think
a
it was
lot.
13.
Annually, you have to have 12, but before you can start, you have to have more than that.
I'm pretty
So-
sure when I put them in the system, I think it was 14.
And now you get to start on your 12
Yeah,
for the
you
year.
get to
So
start
it used
over
to be
again.
7,
Yeah.
and now it's 12.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
And I wanna say, it's the first time that I've attended that training for new board members,
Uh-huh.
and I went to that. I thought they did a nice job with many
It
of
was
the
very
sessions.
nice.
And I thought they covered things that were important for boards across the state to have an understanding of their roles. And since you were here before, some of it was just like a reminder,
Yeah.
but I did feel like that it was well designed. I thought they did a nice job.
I always come out of those trainings thinking how lucky
Not a
we
lot,
are here.
just a little bit.
If you know what I mean.
Yes.
Still on it presented and all that fun stuff.
I did a joint session with another person on one of the areas of how not to be a terrible board member.
It was a book that we
That was a good one.
That was a good one. That was a good
Yeah.
session.
The session that was the most frustrating was the session
Oh.
where one of the speakers was on Zoom and the internet kept going out. And so as an executive committee, they've decided that presenters have to be in person.
I remember
Great
last
decision.
time because.
Well, we had like 2 or 3
Yeah.
that were.
And it was
It's
just
difficult.
Yeah.
It's very
It's difficult to pay attention, and
Hard.
then when we're at the state parks, the Wi-Fi should be great, but it's not always great. And so it causes,
And she had no idea that we.
Weren't
she
listening.
couldn't hear us.
When it came back on, she was right, she kept on trucking. It was interesting. I was like, don't tell her, just keep going.
Anyway,
Couldn't
um,
tell.
our next meeting will be held Monday, July 27th at 6 o'clock at the Ritchie County Board of Education office. The time is 6:19. Do we have a motion for adjournment? Mrs. Wells makes a motion, Mrs. King will second. All those in favor, please